Okay, so we're making a video regarding the Brother MFC 7360 7362. The problem we're looking at today is when you've got printouts with fading down the left margin. So all the printing on the right hand side is clear and clean. If we have a look, this printer has managed to reach 116,000 pages. This is the first problem this machine has had. That's how reliable this model of machine is. It's a very reliable model of printer, and it's also the base model of printer in the MFC range, so it's the cheapest machine you can get, and it's actually more reliable than the more expensive machine in the Brother printer range. So if we have a look real close, you can see the vertical lines that are over here are not here on the left, and you can see the fading away. Now this presents itself like the drum unit. If you check and make sure that the density of the toner on the toner dev roller is fine, so if the toner density is fine, it's a nice thick layer of toner on this dev roller. If you haven't left the drum unit out in sunlight, because sunlight destroys this drum, same as light from my mobile phone, intense light on this photoreceptive drum will kill it and cause the same sort of problem. So if your toner's okay, if your drum hasn't mistakenly been left outside of the printer, and you've still got this issue, then the problem with your printer is going to be the laser motor. Getting to this part is quite involved. I've only decided to make this video after I've already disassembled the machine. I may post a video later on how to get to this part of the machine, but what you need to do is you need to get into the laser. That's the laser motor, which does that's the laser diode over here. It shoots the laser out, it hits the polygon or octagon motor, and it shoots the laser beam and it reflects off the mirrors inside. So this has a cover which sits underneath in here. Incidentally, if you've got the base model printer that's not the multifunction, so the 2250 2332, I think it is, 2130, 2132. It's actually quite easy to get to this section in the printer. You just take the top covers off. So this cover has to come off. There's a screw that holds it in that's got to come out. And what you have to do is you have to get yourself some tissues or toilet paper. You have to clean this reflective mirror in here, the surface of it. You need to clean the refracting lens on both sides, but the primary cause of the fading on the document comes from this laser motor. There's 4 screws in each corner. You don't touch the surface of the mirror at all with your fingers, otherwise you'll wreck it. If I can focus this, you'll see the cause of it. because this mirror is rotating in this direction, clockwise, you can see there that the leading edge over here, sorry, the trailing edge, as it spins, it's collecting dust and vapor from the oils that are in the plastic that evaporate out. And you'll usually get this problem after a really intense summer. So in Australia, where the factory workshops can reach up to like 50 degrees with their air conditioners turned off over the weekend, if they do any printing in an unair conditioned environment, all the vapors that come out of all the plastics as this is rotating, the motor just picks it up, and you can see there on every single mirror side that it's covered in an oily muck. So every single surface, so as this is rotating and shooting the laser beam, it just happens to hit this particular section on the paper as it's doing its scanning action. So what we've got to do is we've got to clean this off so you don't clean in the horizontal direction. So what the worst thing you can do is get your tissue and clean this way. You can only clean this way. Okay, so if you clean horizontally along the length of the mirror, you will create horizontal scratches, and those horizontal scratches will result in blurry prints. When you clean these polygon motors, you only clean them in the vertical across the short path. So all you've got to do is just breathe on the mirror, fog the mirror up with your breath, and then rub the tissue vertically up and down that way. So I'll just pause it, do one, and I'll show you. Okay, so I've just cleaned one surface, and we'll see if you can work out which one it is. So that one's dirty, that one's dirty, that one's dirty, that one's dirty, and that one is relatively clean, as you can see. And so is that one. So we compare that one, dirty, that one, clean. And that's the difference. That's all it takes to cause fading down one side of your printouts, and this applies to any laser printer where you've got fading down one side that's not the result of a damaged or faulty cartridge. So I'm just going to go ahead and we're going to clean all the surfaces. We'll reassemble the machine and we'll show you the quality of the prints that come out. Alright, so there we have all the surfaces clean. Generally looking pretty good all the way around. Just blow on it with a short, sharp bit of breath. Make sure you got no spit in it, of course. And everything should be hunky-dory. Alright, so we'll reassemble the printer and we'll see what it does. Okay, so we've got the machine partially reassembled, As you can see, it's the MFC 7360N. There might be slight variations on this machine depending on what part of the world you're in, but if your machine looks like that, it uses a cartridge that looks like this, and this applies to you. So we've cleaned that laser, we've cleaned the lens, just let it warm up. We'll do a test print. We'll grab our original. That's how the original was printing. And we'll compare it afterwards. And there's the difference. You can see there, we've now got nice crisp printouts. It's actually the Tech Blacker. It's also slightly sharper on its printing. And most important of all, we've got our vertical lines back on the left hand side. And that's it for today. So this printer should be right for about another 116,000 pages. There's no need to change laser motors. All you've got to do is just clean them. And that's it. Thanks for watching.